Hey, Critic Boxers! Welcome to the final episode of Critic Box for 2024. We'll be back next year, obviously, but sadly, we are wrapping up this year with a week left. It is just before Christmas. I'm Jarrod, by the way. This whole year of doing this podcast, I never got the introduction right. Hi, I'm Jarrod. You're watching Critic Box, the podcast of YouTube where we just discuss TV and movies and stuff and how the industry should be shutting down for the holidays, but some industries don't. And join me, as always, is the lovely, wonderful, talented, exhausted, needing a holiday break, Silk of Cinema, Aundreya!
Good tea. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. From your mouth to God's ears, someone please give this girl a break. Amen.
Give this girl a break, okay? Look, I didn't make a lot of money this year either, but I also look forward to not working this time of year. The end of the year where you should have jack shit to do. Everything's shut down, nothing's getting done. Wrap up your year right, and that's what we're doing today, Critic Boxers. We have a very nice special episode. Obviously, yes, it's a little Christmassy themed, but we're just gonna be doing a nice little wrap-up of the year. Yay! Ting-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. I'm just hit myself with the ball of the thing. There we go. So first things first, let's just go back to the way back of the time machine to the year 2024. We're going to talk about what is our favorite Critic Box moments of this year. What are some of them you have off the top of your head, Aundreya? I'm going to give you mine. I'm going to say one of my favorite memories of this year was the 2 Critic versus Critics that we got to do. You were not there for either of them.
You got to do that.
I got to do that, and it was fun. I got to meet 4 professional movie critics. They still exist. And I mean, obviously they were all had wonderful cats. They were spread out throughout most of America, one guy in Finland. The first one we did was Alien Romulus, and that was a movie that I watched. I only watched a handful of movies in theaters, but I'm very proud of myself. More movies than I watched like in theaters 4 years prior. But I watched Alien Romulus, and then I got to talk about it, and it was wonderful. And then I watched Gladiators 2, The Secret of the Ooze, and I got to talk about it with a couple critics. And at the end of each Critic versus Critic, I just had everybody get along. Like if you ever want to watch Critic Boxers, if you ever watch our Critic versus Critic series, you think, oh man, this is going to be good. Like one guy's going to be spitting vitriol and hot venom at this other guy and da-da-da. Nah, not in mine. Everyone comes to the agreement that my ideas for improvements were the best ones. And that's what we all learned from that one. That's one of my favorite memories of this year doing this podcast. What about yourself, Aundreya?
First one I have to say was obviously Bad Boys, because I was the one who went to watch that movie and on it. And the reason why I say that's one of my favorite reactions here that we've done on Critic Box is because people outside of Critic Box agreed with me. Okay.
We had a healthy comment section on yours. Yes.
I was validated. People said I was right. I mean, that is all I, as a woman, need to hear. Tell me I'm right. Tell me I'm right. And the movie.
You got the big V for validated, okay? And that was like, you got props. Proper props.
From like random folk, random other movie reviewers on the internet. And I was just like, okay, you fighting me from the ethers. All right.
They were like, hey, I agree with Aubrey. She had really good opinions on Bad Boys. Like, I mean, it still counts. It still counts. It was beautiful comment sections on that one.
It really does count. Okay, so, and then the other one, I think that we did a really good one, was Man of Steel. Now, that was kind of our classic trailer reviews.
Yep.
And, you know, people are like, why are we doing this? But Man of Steel was one of those movies where I think we offered balanced and nuance. Jarrod, you were there with me. Critiques of the trailer as opposed to watching the movie. And people, like, they identified with that. And I'm just like, oh, okay. They more identified with you than myself on that one. But
well, as a guy who shoves glasses up his nose and watches and reads a lot of comics, yes, I kind of had the upper hand on that one.
You did. You in fact did. But they watched it. They agreed with some of what we said, and for me, it was amazing because that was a classic movie. It wasn't like a new movie that was coming out, and the viewers of this channel were completely still into it.
We got to talk about a movie in like a trailer, but in hindsight,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I guess the third one I want to give it to is God.
Hold on, you think about that one. I'll do a couple of months while you think about this one.
No, about... I have it.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I want to give it to Mission Impossible. The last Mission Impossible with Tom.
Yes. Oh, that one. We had feels for that one.
We had feels for that one. We still do have feels for that one. I think that was a magnificent trailer, but I think also in that one, we just we gave it to people real. Like, great movie series, great actors, great plot lines. There's actually a plot line, and even though it's an action movie, but just get some fresh faces in there.
We also started the hashtag in conspiracy theory free Simon Pegg. And we had people in the comment section not knowing what we were talking about.
We're saving people too at it. Like, it's a social justice movement. It wasn't just a movie trailer review. It was a social justice movement, and we are proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I guess
never forgot you, Katie Holmes.
Yeah.
But it's also the fact that neither of us were really Mission Impossible people. Like, I would like to be a Mission Impossible person. Like, I've rewatched like 1 and 2 of late. I would like to watch 3 through 9. I'm not sure how many there are, but I mean, just for the fact that I know that Thomas H. Cruise knows how to make a fucking movie, okay? Personal life aside, he knows how to fucking make a movie, and I appreciate that. That is art, that is craft, that he knows how to do it. Look at us. Look at the side by side of us. You know what? Here, fun fact, everyone. I have not watched this hoodie. No, that's not a fun fact. That's actually a disgusting fact now that I think about it.
Did I get the face? Did I get the...
Yeah, no, you know what? You're the face of not plussed, and look, I'm looking at the face of not plussed at all. Not impressed. Okay, you know what? I got a memory. I got another memory. Speaking of comment section, Kalki, the Indian movie Kalki.
We could have just
haunted us. That movie haunted us for a 6 weeks at least. Like, we reviewed the film. We had 27,000 views for that one trailer reaction, and then in every comment section on any other movie that we ever true reviewed, it was talk about Kalki, more Kalki, bring up Kalki, we need more Kalki, talk about Kalki. The movie finally came out. I watched it. We put out a review of Kalki. Nobody said a fucking word after that. It was done. It was like everyone haunted us for 6 weeks talking about Kalki. We need more Kalki. Talk more about Kalki. There's a 7th trailer of Kalki. Watch it and review it. It just constantly. And then the movie came out. We did a review on it. Everyone was gone.
We actually watched.
It was fun. It was a fun haunting. I'm not complaining to anybody. Thank you, everyone in the fan section. That was fun, but it was just a weird 6 weeks where we were haunted by Kalki, and that to me was we could not escape it.
Honestly, I didn't lie. Okay, listen. I love the fact that people were so hyped about that movie. I love the fact that people were like, "Listen, you guys need to watch that movie. We'll talk about that movie," because
it was not a bad movie. Yeah, I had no complaints about the movie.
Entertainment and movies are for everybody, but the reason why this gets a special mention for me is because we not only did one trailer review on that one, we did multiple trailer reviews on that one. We did one with just you. We did one with you and Sarah. We did one with me and you. Like, there were multiple trailer reviews.
Combination. There were so many trailers for this one damn movie.
About Kalki. And
yeah.
I'm just like, I've never seen us dedicate this time to one movie and having people come at us left, right, and center about what we should have been saying, what we should have saw but didn't see, why you need to watch the next trailer, explaining the trailer to us better than they explained the plot or the backstory behind the movie itself. Like, the engagement on the Kalki trailers gets a special mention for me because just simply that was a lot. And it was with that trailer review that I knew you guys were actually listening. So, yeah.
Yeah. And we thank you guys. You know what that is? I would say throughout this year, we have gotten to, by the way, 900 subscribers. Like 900 guys. 900 of y'all saw one of our videos and is like, yeah, it's not bad. Click subscribe. And then you just to see like, hey, maybe I'll see another one I'll like. And I thank you all for that. It may not be this video you're watching. Only the true fans may be watching this one instead of one of our just reactions because they only have 2 minutes. But thank you anyways for liking, subscribing to Critic Box. We got into a big number. We'd love to get to 4 digits next year. Or, you know what? Within the next 7 days, if we can get to 1,000, that'd be really cool too. But, you know.
I will take 1,000. I will take 1,000. Let's start off January 2025, right? Give us 1,000 subscribers. Let's move into 2025 on a roll. Just momentum, straight momentum. You know, the only place to go from here is what's the classic trailer that we watched with those guys from Ireland?
Oh, was that a classic one, or was that just a movie that came out?
Trailer. It was just a regular trailer, but it was
the
Ireland.
Yes. What was that one? I loved that one. Oh my God. Kneecap. Yes. Wow. Okay. Our producers were really quick with that response. Yes. The Kneecap.
Yes.
And I was in Ireland and I saw Kneecap in the theater. It's like, oh shit, there it is. It's right there.
That could not have come out at more perfect timing. I really enjoyed reviewing that trailer because it's just like, yeah, we review things from around the world, but, you know, an English-speaking world in dealing with those types of issues, yeah, that was really great for me.
I need to watch that again. Yeah, that reminds me. Yeah, I still need to watch that. That was a good one. I think I'm going to say on my personal 2 favorite trailers that we reacted was Trap and The Apprentice, because I was in both of those movies. And so I 100% was so excited about those 2 movies.
What was your favorite about Trap?
Just the fact that I was in it. That was it. That was about, yeah. I mean, also, you know what, actually, I would say is the fact that I didn't really know much about the movie, which as an actor, you just don't sometimes. Because, you know, M. Night Shyamalan, he likes twists and keep things close to the chest. And Josh Hartnett. But when I saw the trailer, I didn't recognize it until I saw Josh Hartnett, and I was like, "Wait, is this the movie? This is the movie!" And we finally get to see a movie that you kind of didn't really know much about, and then you get to see what it was, and it actually looked good. Yeah. And you're like, "Okay, I was in a movie that's not bad."
I watched Trap. It was actually very, very good, and I was surprised. Yes. I mean, I love M. Night Shyamalan, and I think he does great work, but. I just didn't know what Trap was going to offer us, taking place in the one setting and the one location. And
because we've been hurt before.
Yes.
Let's be honest. We've been hurt by M. Night before.
Yeah. So, I mean, but no, that was definitely like a really good movie to watch this year.
And The Entourage. The Apprentice.
The Apprentice. Oh,
that was a fun movie. I was a fun day of shooting. And also that was a fun movie to watch. Like, I liked it.
No, I refuse. You want to know why I refuse? Because if you go back and you watch that trailer review, I was giving people subtle hints of what to do and what maybe you should really heavily reconsider doing. Now look, I mean, you have
so high hopes for 2025.
So if you were vetting somebody, if that were a job interview, if you happen to have been calling a reference and been like, yo, dude, should I hire this guy? And you've watched that movie, like the trailer was the time I was partial, unbiased, and still here is what you need to know. Now, the trailer itself and the movie itself, absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But I refuse to put that on my favorite trailer review because simply there was lines being dropped in the subtext that a whole majority of 51% of people of a certain country just over their heads.
Mm-hmm.
Just straight over their heads.
Yep.
So no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm of the demographic where I just really can't rock with that in any way. I've tried.
And I'm of the demographic that applauds me for being in movies. And that's why I thoroughly enjoyed that trailer for The Apprentice.
What scene did you do?
It was a hot second. I saw the back of my head. It was nothing, but he was in that that fancy restaurant with a whole bunch of stairs and gold and everything. And he sees Ivana. Was that her name? Ivana?
Ivanka?
Yeah, Ivana. Yeah, he saw Ivana for the first time.
Okay.
And he has that like, look, you see me walk by in the back, and that was my contribution to the fantastic to that movie.
Okay, we're moving on.
Irreplaceable. Okay, so now what were some movies that you liked this year, apart from Trap and The Apprentice?
I liked Alien Romulus.
I enjoyed Alien Romulus. That was one of our Critic versus Critics that we did, and you heard a lot about my opinions on that movie, but all in all, it was an enjoyable movie.
Honestly, of all the movies that I've seen this year in theaters, that one really sticks out to me, not because we did a review on it, but just I remember the ending. I remember how I was feeling in the movie theater while I was watching it. I remember trying to speculate what the second or the sequel could be about, where they would go with it. And I love the ensemble cast in that one. I think Alien Romulus did a really, really good job this year, and just providing people with entertainment. And Alvarez, he nailed it. He really did.
I mean, that was an absolute tip of the Santa cap to Fede Alvarez, and I hope that the results aren't put against him. That we can just blame Ridley Scott, we can just easily blame Ridley Scott. This is not his year. But hopefully it shows that Fede Alvarez can play with the big boys and do well, and also evidently listen to studios and put in their terrible ideas. But Fede Alvarez can still stand on his own, and I believe in him. And if you're watching, or can somebody send this to Fede Alvarez, we love you, and I want to see more things that you can do. Love you, Fede. Mwah.
Yeah.
And speaking of Ridley Scott, I would say that Gladiator 2 was really existed, and I would say this was Denzel's return to, I want to say, box office. I mean, he's not that Denzel ever left, but Denzel hasn't been doing big budget things in a while. He's been more straight to video kind of movies. He's been
his last one before this was the Equalizer.
Yeah, he's been doing the Equalizer franchise probably co-producing the TV show with Queen Latifah.
Yeah,
and he's been doing his thing. I haven't been worried about Denzel, but I'm happy to see him back, and wonderfully done. If there is 51% of this movie that was enjoyable, it was Denzel's time on screen. Wonderful.
We saw that coming though. I mean, you put Denzel in a role like this, it's kind of Training Day-esque. His character is just kind of ruthless, kind of morally corrupt, kind of just completely ambitious to the exclusion of everything else. And I don't know, for some reason, Denzel really excels when he's playing those types of people. And it was, watching the trailer, you knew it was going to be his movie, regardless of whatever else anybody else was doing.
And it was. Twas. What are some other movies this year? I mean, obviously, Kraven the Hunter. Man, I was looking forward to that movie, and it happened still.
You saw that?
No, hell no, I didn't see that. I'm not going to spend money on Kraven. No, it's 10 people in America wouldn't saw Kraven. That's I would say a movie that I did enjoy was, and I watched it over the weekend, Heretic.
Ooh.
With Hugh Grant.
What did you like?
I mean, notes on the movie, but it was just a wonderful role for Hugh Grant, I think.
Yeah.
For him to just go outside of like, the classic Mickey Blue Eye style character or whatever, for him to be like an A24 level creepy weird guy, like, oh, he played it so well. Like I ate every time he was on scene. Like it was wonderful.
Nice. I follow the writers Beck and Woods on X, or previously known as Twitter. And I just love everything that they have to say about this movie, like the trials and the tribulations that they went through to get it made, get it written, and then like, Hugh Grant starring in it, and everyone just who's into indie horror movies just absolutely had amazing things to say about it. I really liked watching their journey online. Have not yet seen the movie. That's a thing that we're gonna do as soon as it hits streaming. But yeah, it looks good. And
no, did they say like they were hunting for Hugh Grant, or like Hugh Grant stumbled upon it? Because I would not have like thought to have like cast him, but I'm so glad they did.
I don't think it was their decision, but just even writing it and like shopping it around to get it made, and then the numbers that it's done since then. That's mainly what they talk about. I don't know personally how Hugh Grant got involved, but I'm very happy that he did. I mean, he needs a role like this. He needs to show people that he's not just, oh hi, oh gosh, did I
just want to say that I find you very attractive,
especially at this age, because he's not going to be doing those types of romantic comedy roles.
And I'm not asking for it.
It is so good. Like even after like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or whatever that one with Timothy Chalamet was.
Timothy Chalamet.
Chalamet, yes.
Chalamet, yeah.
Okay. Wonka. After Wonka, when they had him play like the Oompa Loompa guy, and it's just like, okay, he can act, but he's an Oompa Loompa. So what are we gonna do with that? Like, this was a really great release to see like Hugh Grant as in his normal body, in his normal self, like just acting. Doing the type of acting that they never really gave him the credit for in the night.
Or a chance to, right? Like a genre you wouldn't think for him to play in.
And he just, he stepped out of that typecasting, and it was wonderful. I haven't seen it. I'm going to see it. I'm going to watch it. So I'm into that. One of my favorite movies for this year that I have actually seen. Okay, we didn't review this one, but I'm going to give it to One Love, the Bob Marley biopic.
Oh, how was that?
Okay, so if you ask a Jamaican,
which I mean, I have a lot of friends who are of Caribbean descent, and they have opinions. But yeah,
if you ask a Jamaican, I think I understand what those opinions are, and to a certain extent that they are valid, because Jamaicans want to, or Caribbean people want to see a movie that was true to what the Caribbean lifestyle is. And what they know of their artists. But Bob Marley is an iconic artist who did amazing things while he was alive. And still today, his legacy is just going on. And for a movie in this context, in the context of the Hollywood studio system, about this man's life, it was relatively well done. And I think it did more. And I won't say it did more, but I think it did a lot to introduce people who didn't know the genre of reggae music to reggae music, just like Bob Marley's music did when he was alive.
Yeah, like weren't aware that maybe it even existed, or even what the world looks like. Like he opened the door for a lot of people.
Yes, he opened doors for a lot of people listening to reggae. He opened a lot of reggae people who were doing reggae doors. And he himself he opened people to a different mind frame. And I think that really came across in this movie. Like it was authentic in that way, maybe not in everything that happened in his life, but for the most part, his career and the impact that he was able to have on the world was very truthful, very honest. Now, I also have to give credit to this movie to Kingsley Ben-Adir, because when I read that he was going to be playing Bob Marley, I'm like, oh my God, the Jamaican accent, the Jamaican accent, the Jamaican accent. Oh my God, oh my God.
It's a thing. Like, can he do it? You know, yeah.
Right. I cried off the top because I'm like,
a Jamaican accent's an easy one to butcher. Like, it's a very easy one to stereotype and not do you do a caricature of, and like it's yeah.
Oh my God. So I'm like, they're going to give him dreads. They have to give him dreads.
Yeah.
But the accent, and this man studied. He studied. I mean, he didn't sound like 100% authentic Jamaican, but he was like up at the 93 percentile. Like, he did what he had to do to make this real. And I have to give this movie the props because it's probably one of the best biopics I've seen this year. Most definitely.
Well done. Definitely. Nice.
You're a third.
Number of them, but you know what? I'm gonna give it to I'm gonna talk about Substance.
Oh,
the Substance was visceral. If there is a way, like a better way to describe it, it is meant to be unnerving, under your fingernails, like visceral. I mean, as you can see with that one of Dennis Quaid sloppily dipping his shrimp in butter, it is meant for you to feel uncomfortable because this movie is designed to talk about how we treat women in Hollywood and how we treat head women in Hollywood. Like, are we better? Yes. Are we where we should be? No. And this movie talks about that, and it's done very well. From the main cast. Hold on, let me look up just so I don't forget anybody's name. I'm sorry?
It was the one with Demi Moore?
Yeah. Well, Demi Moore, Margaret Qualley, Dennis Quaid, obviously. There's a Hugo Diego Garcia, a number of great people. And the fact that Demi Moore lived through this of the 90s. So she saw like what she saw through and what she went through. And she got to retell of how Hollywood treats you when you're attractive and then treats you when you're no longer attractive. Or as their definition of, as a sloppy, gross white guy in charge of a studio thinks about you. And the visual effects are so good. Such good practical effects in this one, and props on that one, like just the fact that it was like fake breasts, fake ass, and everything, but you can't tell. It's like everything, all the prosthetics were done so well in this movie, and it tells such a great story. I really enjoyed watching it the whole time. You're like, but it's good in a good way. It tells a good story.
But it's good.
But it's good, okay? You don't feel great, but it's good. It's a good movie to watch, and I loved it. And it didn't ever take itself too seriously. It has real good comedic moments that hit and really told well. I mean, like, I've never been a huge Dennis Quaid fan, but Dennis Quaid played a sleazy, slimy man very well, and I will give him much credit for that. But honestly, hands down, it was Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley who landed that one.
Okay. Well done. Okay. Is this our favorite movies we've watched of the year that we've reviewed, or just that we've watched of the year?
A good question, because I don't remember if we've reviewed it or not. No, I remember. I do remember the trailer. I remember the trailer for Substance. Yeah,
you did Substance.
Yeah, right, but I don't think I ever reviewed it. But anyway,
the trailers we reviewed: Woman of the Hour.
Yes, I wanted to watch that one.
Goddamn.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Good movie. Okay. I've not gotten a chance to watch it.
Oh my goodness. Just Anna Kendrick, I've always loved her artistry, even when she's acting, because she has this certain quality of down to earth, realness, kind of quirkiness about her. And that really came through in her directing of this movie. But it came through maturely. But I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm partial to Anna Kendrick and her work. Watching this, I was just like, oh my God.
And she directed it too.
Yes. I felt every little bit of what she was trying to say in this movie. And I felt it as somebody who does not own, like, I wasn't a person who makes movies. I wasn't a person who acts in movies. I wasn't a person who knew anything about how movies are created when I was watching this film. That's how good it is. She takes you completely out of that space and puts you into this world of a true story that's actually happened, and you feel each and every moment. It's so poignant. And it's probably one of the best watches I've done all this year, but it's also probably one of the worst because you feel everything and the subject matter that we're watching. Like, no one wants to be in those situations, right? But goddamn, she did it well. She did it really well.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like, and when we were reviewing that, I knew it was going to be like one of those things where like, oh, fuck, the subject matter though. And
yeah.
It literally was.
Dancing on serial killers.
Yeah, It literally was. But it was a damn good watch, and it deserves a watch, and it deserves to be watched by more people. I mean, if you can stomach it. But then I just finished watching the first season of Cross, so.
Hold on, Cross. Oh, yeah, how is that?
Prime.
Yes. I'm in season 2 as background.
The subject matter. The subject matter.
Oh, is it?
And the thing about Cross is that it never gives you an ending at each and every episode. You literally have to go through the whole season to get your payoff moment. But that's what a Woman of the Hour is. It's a really good thriller. It's an amazing thriller. It's done well. Like, I've been on my thriller kick lately, and that one's up there. A lot of listeners. Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. I need to watch it, and I will watch it, and I will enjoy it.
Your wife, though, like, hold her hand.
Oh, she'll love it.
No,
like
just hold her hand.
Oh, just hold her hand. Okay.
Just hold her hand. Because we've been
have you ever been on a date like that? And she's like, no.
To some degree, we've been there.
Oh, you know what? Every woman has been there. Yeah. I hear that. Okay, so now let's talk about next year. What, 2025.
Crash on us?
Oh, no. Hold on. Do we have trailer reactions? I'm being shouted out verbally. That yes. Okay, we do have trailer reactions. So you know what? Let's go on to that one, because we ain't done yet. We have some trailer reacts. Let's see what we have coming up. Blind. Hey, Critic Boxers, if you're not familiar with our this segment, we have blind trailer reactions, where our producers throw a couple new trailers at us that we have not seen, and we get to react on the raw.
And Jarrod is acting like he didn't know that was going to happen today.
I totally did not look at the setup. So, nope, I forgot all about it. Ooh, Warfare. I wonder what this movie's about. Ooh, A24 Warfare. Ooh.
They've been busy.
They just be cranking them out. Okay, what do we got?
How's it going?
Going well. That's that new guy energy.
Oh, he's back. That's the 4th fucking time he's done that.
Is he peeking or probing?
Peeking with serious intent to probe.
Alpha 2, we might have guys starting to move on our position.
Copy, we're getting a buildup of activity here too.
Yeah, I definitely see weapons at this point.
Yeah, we have definite massing.
Redman 08 is profane. We're seeing activity converging to your north and south.
This is Frogman 6 Romeo. We need to evac at our last known position.
We have severely wounded.
Who's the severely wounded?
It's not you.
Is it me? Who is it?
No, it's not you.
Who is it?
Copy, 1, we're in contact 2.
You coming to you or you coming to us?
Stand by. We'll let you know when we're inbound.
Let's move!
Here's the plan.
ETA 5 minutes, over.
Scouts are gonna lead us out, and I'm bringing up the rear. Pop smoke.
Smoke out?
We are all coming back.
OP1, they are en route to you.
3 minutes out! 3 minutes!
Eyes on me and only me. Has anyone looked at you?
I'm fucked up.
2 minutes out! 2 minutes!
Where are you guys?
Look for the blood and the smoke!
Multiple bad guys trying to get to our position.
Inbound! Inbound! Find cover! 1 minute out!
We have enemy on our building and all surrounding buildings.
Roger that. Stand by. Going hot.
You gotta get ready, man. It's gonna hurt.
On my count. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that seemed intense. That seemed like some real intense, yep. That looks ugly. But good, like ugly as in like, damn, as in like real gritty warfare, not like glorified. Like that, it looks like some real ugly warfare.
That's everything that I've done in Call of Duty. But
yes,
for real.
But with real people. Yeah. Yep.
God damn. Okay, listen. I want to see that movie because I'm strangely curious to see if they all make it out alive. I'm strangely curious to see if, not like I would know this anyway, but if it's anything realistic, if it's anything like how realistic or real military operations are actually run. Not like I would know the details of that, but I've watched Lioness. I think I'm getting a good grasp on that.
Mm-hmm. It helps. Yeah.
But the reason why I don't want to watch this is because you can end up getting emotionally attached to the cast. And you're just like, fuck. Please don't die, number one. Number two, please don't be like catastrophically injured.
Okay.
And number three, if you have to leave them all behind, like, why does that particular person have to be the martyr? Like, I just don't know if I'm emotionally ready to take this movie in. Do I want to? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do. Am I prepared for that level of violence, hopefully realism, and the screen-to-screen empathy that I'm going to have to emit from watching those gentlemen? I don't know, but I want to be. I want to be. I have to do some basic training to get myself up to the point. Like, I need to watch some really graphic shit right now to get myself to the point of where I can actually watch that movie next year, because I would like to.
Starring Kit Connor, Will Poulter, De Ferrero Wunatai, Joseph Quinn, some names. Like good actors. It's what a lot of all these actors are. You would recognize their picture than their name, to be honest. Yeah, but solid cast. Solid cast. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said they're great actors. If you recognize their pictures and their faces as opposed to their names.
Yeah. That's them. Yeah, that's what you can just lose yourself in their character. Yeah, and yeah, no, all of that seems absolutely wonderful, and I'm excited about Warfare. Wait, is that it? Should I say it? Yeah, that's right.
It's based on this guy's memory.
Yeah, his memory of being in that shit of the Iraq War.
I thought Vietnam, like I haven't been able to watch reenactments of Vietnam because they're in the swamps, they were in the jungle, it was crazy, there were bugs, there were the waters, like, you know, there were the bombs underneath the waters, there was a lot of booby traps and stuff, and that kind of like
ugly war
traumatized me of what that war looked like.
Yeah, absolutely nightmarish for anyone who had to fight in that. It was completely unnecessary. I'll say completely unnecessary war that my country fought.
Well, I think all wars are unnecessary, number one.
Very much so. But some of them we really had zero reason to do. Yeah.
Yeah. And, well, we won't talk about the basis and the value of this one, the merits of this one. But
another completely unnecessary war. Yeah.
However,
Mm-hmm.
This one is tough to watch just because of the level of destruction.
Yeah.
I mean, this movie looks good. Yeah.
It looks good. Like Black Hawk Down level of guys in a situation that they got to get out of.
Right.
This isn't like glorified American Sniper where, or it was like, oh, hey, just like, I just can't lose, blam, blam, blam. This is like, hey, we're behind enemy lines. Shit has gone astray. We need to get out of here. It doesn't matter who we are, what the point is we're doing here. We're in it. We got to get out of it. And people sticking together. Like that is absolutely the one beautiful thing you can say about situations of complete, utter, terrible devastation is the brotherhood between soldiers is very beautiful. It's like very touching to see and have it be told by people who were there and not like a glorified retelling. It's an ugly retelling or actual retelling.
I would hate if they did all that Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 writers bullshit on it. Like, the loots everything moment and the hero moment. Like, I would hate it. I just kind of want to see what it was like for these gentlemen.
Yeah.
Over there. That looks really, really good. I mean, it looks like it's a lot to emotionally take in and like process, but that movie also looks really, really good. And I hope it keeps its realism throughout.
And it's A24. Like the only studio I can think of that has a good reputation.
Yeah, and they're just pumping them out at the end of this. Oh my God.
Hells yes.
You're like, this is all the stuff that we could have released that we didn't release. So now you're going to get it. Mm-hmm. Well, watch out for 2025. We have more coming for ya.
I mean, we can almost do an episode, which we might do an episode of how 2024 was A24's year. Okay? Put themselves on the map with that.
It literally was. Heretic was no joke, man.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so next trailer, I think. Oh, sorry, that was Warfare coming out 2025. We don't have a release date yet.
It's okay. It's fine. Give us some time.
And while you're at it, Critic Box is down there. Comment with us. Let us know what you thought about this movie trailer, about A24, about any of the actors. Probably not discussing the war. Probably preferable, but go ahead. Thank you for liking and subscribing this video. You're gonna like and subscribe. Okay, moving on to our next trailer. What do we got? Superman! Yeah! First looks. Oh, look at and oh my God, Andrea's so excited. She is a huge Superman fan. Look at that.
If this changes my smile at all, you'll see it.
James Gunn!
Crypto. Home. Take me home.
Superman.
So what? Henry Cavill just said no?
Oh, that is a whole story behind Henry Cavill and the Superman thing. That was
no,
studio said no.
Oh my God, because they shouldn't have said no. Because who's this guy?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah. This guy is David Cornsweet.
Go home.
Cornsweet. I can't say without it saying like corn sweat,
Back
which
to
sounds
Kansas,
great.
buddy.
Back to your corn farm, like corn sweat. So this is Superman. This is James Gunn now has the keys to the DC universe. He is starting the car. This is his first venture down this road. And in this video, we got Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, Nick Holt as Lex Luthor, and blah, blah, blah. The most important person, Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. Nathan Fillion. I have feelings. How do you feel?
No, tell me about your feelings.
I am excited. Okay, I'm excited. I'm not a Superman fan, to be honest. If we're talking about the comics, the cartoons, to me, Superman was always boring because he was always everything. Like the Justice League the Justice League only existed because Superman was busy. Okay, like he just handles all the problems. Like he's the Man of Steel. It takes a lot to beat his ass, and so therefore every problem he was like world threatening because that's the level he fought at, because that's where he was. So if he had to make him be challenged, it had to be people that could tear apart the world. It had to be so huge. Like Batman could have difficulty with a guy with a gun. Okay, Superman has difficulty with a guy that can split the moon in half. Okay, like that's the level he has to fight at. So all his fights are like this, and I always thought it was like a CG salad mess. And the stories were never told right, to me, to excite me. Rest in peace, Christopher Reeve. But this one is exciting because this clearly looks like it is Superman that exists in a world where there's other superheroes and other aliens to deal with. It's not just like this guy showing up in Metropolis and, shenanigans ensue, and there's nobody else. Like, no, this clearly looks like other people are involved and he has to deal with them. Like it's politics that he has to deal with other superheroes. And then you got Lex Luthor, bald again the way he should be, played by Nicholas Hoult, and I'm excited about it because one of my favorite DC/Superman characters is Lobo. And if we're very, very lucky, and very just cross our fingers, we can get Jason Momoa to play Lobo, because he has said specifically that would be his ideal character to play. Which, if Critic Box fans out there, look up Lobo, like type in Lobo DC, you'll see that character and tell me that is not Jason Momoa. And Jason Momoa has looked at Lobo and is like, that's me. I want to be that character. And I feel like James Gunn could do it. James Gunn, please give us Lobo. Imagine Deadpool, but with like shock jock Howard Stern humor. Like that is basically what he was. And he's also heavy metal. He was that combination. He was like a fun late 80s, early 90s introduction character, and he was fun. Really entertaining in the cartoons for kids. Anyway, but for this James Gunn Superman, I'ma say yes.
First off, at the mention of Jason Momoa, I have an unfinished Fast and the Furious series that I need a part the. Okay, at the mention of Jason Momoa,
dear Jason,
that's not a name, because that's not a name that we've heard a lot this year.
No.
You heard it a lot in 2023, but in 2024, not so much.
Aquaman's forced him to take a knee, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So, to Superman.
Yes.
Does this trailer do it for me? No, it does not.
Okay.
Did the Man of Steel trailer do it for me? No, it did not.
Okay, so it's not him.
I enjoy watching the Man of Steel, however? Yes, I did.
Okay.
Is there a chance that I might enjoy watching this one? Yes, there's a small chance. Do I like the cast? No. Do I like Lex Luthor with a bald head on that skinny man's? No. Give me
What, you need a bulky bulk, like Kingpin?
Give me some more weight on the forehead. Like, what is the bone? It's the literal skull. And do I like their hair colors of the main character, Lois Lane, Superman, Clark Kent? No. However, historically, I have never liked a Superman trailer, nor do I like the comics.
Yeah.
But I am willing to give this a try. And the reason why I'm willing to give this a try is just because, like Man of Steel, it has an epicness quality about it. It has what a superhero movie should feel like. Enveloping vision about it. And while I don't necessarily believe in it on first glance, I know that if the Superman formula is following these particular movie makers and actors and writers, then it's going to be good, no matter what the trailer looks like. It's just off of this trailer. You know, I want to, I just can't based off of the trailer, but give the movie a chance. And I know that they're going to give me what Superman's supposed to be. And if you think about it, the movies about Superman are better than the movies about Batman, are better than the movies about the Avengers, are better than the movies about Captain America. Just simply because Superman has a formula of what they believe their superhero should look like. And regardless of who's making it, who's written it, and who's playing Superman, the content is always going to follow that formula. Superman is hard to like because he always wins, because he's stronger than all the humans.
Yep.
But he has a heart of gold. He has a cause that is bigger than any one person's self-interest. He's always going to push himself to the limits and be resilient and be persistent. And you know that at the end of the day, people are going to love that type of moral of the story. I just wish that they would do a better job in showcasing all of what Superman, the character, has to offer in the trailers. Because the trailers just look... Oh, wow.
A lot of CGI?
You know what? It's not so much the CGI in this one, because the CGI was done so well that it's kind of seamless.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, I look at these trailers and I'm just like, the best part about it for me for this one was the dog. Well, it was literally the dog. The dog came out.
A lot of people said, I've heard a lot of people talk about the dog more than anything. I'm like, yeah, there's crypto.
Well,
you don't know about crypto?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I know Superman is going to be good, but these trailers are just not doing it for me. And the Man of Steel, I mean, I love the fact that they brought it down to earth. And, you know, he not only, like you were saying before, he's not only
intended.
It's in Man of Steel, he was dealing with aliens and humans, and this one he's actually dealing with Lex Luthor, which is like next to Thanos, like the greatest villain of all mankind. Because Lex Luthor was it's Lex Luthor, Magneto, and Thanos in my books for like top 3 villains that are just relentless on their bullshit. And if you read up on Lex Luthor, you know he's about to bring some shit that's just completely unnecessary, but he's going to do it.
Evil genius. Yeah.
He's literally going to do it. So the fact that this one is focusing on the rivalry between Superman and Lex Luthor, I'm excited about and willing to watch. But
like to be honest,
it's because of the lore and the history of Superman.
Yeah, I mean, are you? Do you think you're over your superhero fatigue a little bit, or are you just like, all right, you got enough wind in you for one more movie? Like, is that weird? Because I think 2024 was our okay, we're done.
I've caught my second wind. I mean, just like.
I mean, Deadpool versus Wolverine was a beautiful tribute to the X-Men franchise, and also a way to just put the superhero movies to bed for a while. It was the well-needed critique and satire of that. And you know what? Now that I've had that, I got till July. To get back in the groove of superhero movies. And I mean,
what's the other one that we watched with the ensemble superhero movie that was supposed to be like, it had a little bit of Captain America's best friend in it?
Oh, the Book of Barnes in them. Yes, that's coming out next year.
Yes, Thunderbolts. It was Thunderbolts.
Oh, Thunderbolt. Yeah, Thunderbolts is like a Marvel Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
that one's coming out next year too.
Yeah, see, I was full and the door was shut. Then Thunderbolts came out, and just like popped it open a little bit, and now I'm seeing that they're doing a new Superman for 2025. So my superhero fatigue is slowly letting up on me, and I just really want to see what these people have to offer because
it's because at the moment it's because we got to see Disney fall on their face with Madam Web and Craven this year, and we all called it. We all saw it was coming, and they just did it anyways.
Literally,
and it helped. It helped.
People have asked Sony to stop making superhero movies. That's how bad it's gotten. Mm-hmm. They said, leave that shit to Marvel. Please, Sony, please stop. Stop.
Just let it. You just don't have it. You don't have it. You don't have a Spider-Man 2 left in you. Okay, you did it. You did your one.
Let it go, Sony. Let it go. Please stop subjecting us to your superhero movies.
They haven't done it, man. Sorry.
Dakota Johnson didn't need to be did like that. She didn't.
No.
She really didn't. And she's
made
the best.
Than her decisions. Okay, so next year, what are you looking forward to? What are some movies top of your mind? You're like, ooh, yeah. So obviously you can't wait for Superman, but who's another one?
I was gonna say this one to be completely realistic.
A24's Superman.
Mission Impossible.
Okay, the last MI.
Yes,
with Thomas H. Cruise.
Yes, The Final Reckoning. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I like it. I'm a big fan of Tom Cruise, and I just don't know why I'm looking forward to this one. But I have watched the last Top Gun, and I'm looking forward to watching the last Mission Impossible just based on his name recognition only.
And I'll catch up. I'm gonna catch up before I go and see it.
Yeah, I trust and believe in him as an actor, producer, and a filmmaker. I think he knows how to do fantastic things. Ballerina with Anna de
Should have seen her.
Oh my God, I'm so looking forward to this one. It's because it's the spin-off of the John Wick series, and
that's right.
She is not the female
Lady Wick.
Yes, she's not the female John Wick. She is the ballerina, and the stunts.
I'm still gonna call her Lady Wick.
Okay, whatever. The stunts, the fight scenes, like this, like she nails it. She trained for it. She put her body and her soul and her blood into it, And just after watching Anna de Armas and doing the Marilyn Monroe biopic, I know that this one is going to be good because this girl just goes for it every opportunity that she gets to be in a film. And I know it's absolutely going to be fantastic. And I'm partial to action movies anyway, so I'm just probably going to end up loving it just because it's an action movie. I'm sorry, don't judge me. And
hey, you know what? And I'm all for more female-driven action movies too. Like, please and thank you. Like, I don't know why we haven't been doing that.
Well, we don't. I mean, honorable mention for movie of 2024, Monkey Man. Honorable mention.
Oh, how was that? Was that a good one?
That's all. Fucking fantastic.
Okay, yeah. Oh, it's on the pot. I've joined it. It's on the top of the pile of the 2023 movies I said I get to, and it's going to be on the future 2025 pile. I'll get to it.
Okay, so I have a toss up because I've seen what else is coming out besides my top choice, which is 28 Years Later.
28 Years Later.
Because that's just good horror. You know what I mean? Like kind of like it's cathartic in a sense, and you like it because it's things that you wish you could do. Like you were a zombie and dead.
And again, if there is, because I've seen it done before in a couple of the Day of the Deads and everything. But if there's a category of zombie movie that absolutely makes my skin crawl, it is the fast zombies. Okay, and I know, because I'm a hair splitter. It's not zombies. It's a rage virus that has similarities to zombies. I'm aware of that in the comment section. But again, fast. That's one of those like, oh, well, if that happened, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm just dead. Like slow zombies, I was going to give myself credit as I can get a shot. I could take a shot at slow zombies. Fast ones, I'm just dead.
No, give me some Walking
Straight up,
Dead.
they come like running and jumping through your window. That's my ass right there. I'm done. They're not even going to kill me. I'm going to die like, fucking like heart attack. I'm out.
How do they move so quick? Why are you making them move so quick? Do you not want to give me an opportunity to save myself, buddy? Like, what's going on? But I also have to say Knives Out.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get a new Knives Out coming out. Yes, I have the entire. I have it right there. I'm looking at it. It means nothing. I have the entire thing of Sherlock, leather-bound of Sherlock Holmes. I love Agatha Christie's. I love Murder, She Wrote, which is based off of those. I love some good murder mystery, like classic whodunit, how they did it. Like I love those, and I've loved the Knives Out.
You know what my favorite thing is?
What?
Murder, She Wrote marathons.
Hell yes.
Oh my God.
Hell yes, Murder, She Wrote. Oh, I loved it. I love it. Angela Lansbury. Yes. Yes, girl.
That was an era of TV series. Oh,
look, I'm talking to you, Prime. I'm talking to you, Netflix. One of you guys, give us access to Murder, She Wrote, please.
Amen.
Or if you know in the comments section where we can easily get all the Murder, She Wrote, please tell us, okay?
I have to travel to the States each and every time.
Or VPN that, whatever we got to do, okay? It's like, hey, I don't choose to break the law, but I have to get me some Murder, She Wrote, okay? If that's what I got to do, is what I got to do, okay? And to get those movies, the Knives Out franchise like that, where you get some Murder, She Wrote, you get some Agatha Christie, little Sherlock, a little, like, how's he going to crack this guy? Like, almost, it's also a Columbo element to it, too. Like, love them.
Who did it? You can't tell. It's like watching Matlock. You don't know until the very end who was responsible for this heinous crime. And it's just like,
I would have never pieced that together.
Love it. It is just smart writing. It's comedic. It's funny. These characters look good. It's set in beautiful locations. It is just the actors know how to act.
Yes. Chomping at the bit. Okay, for one of mine, I'm gonna put out Death of a Unicorn.
Ooh.
Death of a Unicorn. It has some heavy hitter stars on that one. Jenna Ortega, Tia Leone, Paul Rudd, Will Poulter, Anthony Carrigan, Sunita Mani, and Richard E. Grant, who I've loved in the franchise. If they haven't seen the HBO series, The Franchise, oh God, yes, I love that show. But it has him from there. Death of a Unicorn. It's another A24, and it just seems weird and funny, and there feels like there's multiple threads of of metaphor and symbolism going on in this one, and it just seems like a fun one-off.
All you had to say for me was Will Poulter and Tia Leone. I was here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they're gonna spin a unicorn into this hyper realistic world that looks like they're filming, but I'm here for it. I'm interested.
It's a magical creature, but it also has notes about the pharmaceutical industry, because that's where these rich people are. It has I love the allegory that's going on with it, and it just seems like a fun movie, like a movie that's like, hey, we got a message, but it's gonna be a comedy. You're gonna have a good time. And I love those. It
looks good. It looks really, really good.
Yeah.
I just want to see how the unicorn fits it. I'm here for the
Death of a Unicorn. Let me see. What else am I excited about? Nope, not that one. Well, I got another Captain America. Another Jurassic World, because people keep asking. Live action Lilo and Stitch for reasons. Nope, no one's asking. No one's asking for these live actions. No one's asking for more Captain Americas, unless they're
about How to Train Your Dragon.
Or the Trains of the Dragons of, yeah, sure. You know what I wanted? A shot-for-shot remake of something that's already exists and is fine. That's exactly what I asked for.
I agree.
What I'm curious about, though, there is an I Know What You Did Last Summer coming out next year.
Ooh.
I have not heard of this. I did not approve of this. I'm not saying no to this either. But this seems like it might be another I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's a remake.
Oh my God, it's another gruesome incident from their past. And this one has Jennifer Love Hewitt in it. Ooh.
J-Love! I miss me some J-Love. I know!
Oh my.
Ooh. Okay, no, hold on. Take it away, producers. Don't show me this. No, this is a blind trailer react. Like, at some point, you're going to show me that trailer. I'm not ready for it now, but please. And one that I'm really, really excited about, because I am a huge nerd for this video game franchise. Return to Silent Hill.
Okay.
Yes.
Not sure.
Yes. Yes.
Return to Silent
I'm a Silent Hill fan. They actually filmed the downtown, the downtown, like, that was like, oh man, this is a rundown abandoned town. They actually shot that in the town that I live in. It's just what it was in the late 90s. But the Return to Silent Hill. Oh, I love the video game franchise, and it has really good stories, and it's just a weird ass horror.
Okay. Is that an Xbox, PlayStation 5?
It was PlayStation.
It's a PlayStation. Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking like PS1, PS2 when it was, and then 3 when it started like that was like the heydays of Silent Hill.
Okay, I mean, I feel like video game adaptations have done really well this year, so hopefully this one can capitalize off of like the popularity of like such shows like Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal Season 2 is coming out soon, and I cannot wait.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good. I mean, I kind of believe in you. So, yeah. I'm supportive.
Find Twisted Metal Season 1. You're going to love it. It's a comedy. It's just fun. It's just a fun-ass franchise.
I believe in you, Jarrod. I believe. Yep. I just feel like my picks are going to do better.
Most likely, yes. Most likely, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, have you watched Saltburn this year?
I did watch Saltburn this year.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was not bad. I thought it was not a bad telling. It was fun. Was it all the craze that it got? I'm not sure, but I enjoyed it.
A lot of that craze was just a bunch of teeny bopper girls that really liked seeing Jake and Elordi eat topless. That's really all it was. And then Barry Keoghan got some play because he was naked, but yeah, no, I enjoyed Saltburn. I think it was really well done.
There was a movie I saw, and it's gonna bother me, and I think it was this year, and it was basically, and it wasn't The Summoning, but it was basically a guy locks himself in a house, and they go through the process to try to like summon a demon.
Not sure.
And it's just one of those slow burner of a movies, and I enjoyed it, and I cannot for the life of me think of the name of it.
Send me the title of that one. I have some time coming up.
As soon as I track it down, I'll let you know what it was, and it may have been, I'm going to say, as an A24. It was definitely an indie movie at the time. But yeah, no, it was, and I think it may have been this year. But anyway, really good slow burner of a movie. Enjoyed it.
There was this one called Jane Doe. It's on Tubi. Really freaking good. It's on Tubi and Amazon. Really good. Jane Doe. It's horror, it's thriller, it's all of that.
Oh, wait. I think I know that one. Jane Doe. No, not Jane Doe. Don't you love AI search? Yes. The Autopsy?
Yes.
The Autopsy of Jane Doe. Ah, yes. Loved that one.
Yeah. That was
I can't believe that was 2016. It was one of those you didn't, not till now did you find it, right?
Yeah. It's one of those where it's just like, yes.
Yes. Give me more of those.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we've exhausted this year. How do you feel? How do you feel, Aundreya, about this year? Yes, ready for it to end. And don't know what the hell 2025 is going to be, but we're strapped in and we're just going to ride it out because we don't have a choice. Yay.
The jingle of the bells means I agree with Jarrod. So you can see that we've progressively stopped agreeing with the whole writing it out of 2025. 2025, bring me some shit. Bring me what I've worked for. Bring me what I've earned. Bring me some stuff that I never even imagined. Give me all the goods, 2025, okay? There's not about writing anything out. I want to know exactly what it is, when it's coming, and how much interest it's compounded, okay? Holler at me.
I'm like, 2025, just don't take, okay? You don't have to give, just don't take. Just please. Okay, so I want to, on behalf of the Silk of Cinema, Aundreya, and myself, Jarrod, I want to thank all of you Critic Boxer fans who have picked us up throughout the year 2024. Your likings and your subscribings have meant a lot to us. It's gone a lot. It just means a click. Just means a click for you. And then every now and then maybe we'll pop up on your feed and we'll have something cool and we'll talk about some really cool and interesting things. We did a lot of movies this year. We want to probably do a lot of TV shows next year too. There's a lot of really good shows and programming out there that we want to talk about, and we get there. I mean, we enjoyed the Penguin series together, and maybe some more in the future, maybe some more of like, hey, if you got if you got a minute, watch this show. Like, for example, The Franchise, a hilarious take on the industry that I have as two people who are in the industry, I get a lot of those jokes, and it's a really fun, and they're like quick 20-30 minute episodes you can watch on HBO, I believe, so you can probably catch them on Crave or the other things. But yeah, you know what, I want to thank everybody out there for sticking us out. Or if this is the first video and you're stumbling upon us and it feels weird and heartfelt, hi, welcome to Critic Box. I'm Jarrod and this is Aundreya, and we do this periodically, like a few times a month at least, whenever we can with our weird ass schedules. On that note, Merry Yule, y'all. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see y'all next year. Bye.
Happy New Year.
Merry New Year.